Hi, this is Miss Doherty, and I'm going to show you how to browse another database now, which is Infobase Issues and Controversies in American History. And from the Pollard Middle School Library Social Studies Research Paper resource page, if you click on Infobase, and you will have these two resources. If you go on to History, Issues and Controversies in American History, you will have to log in, which I can't show you on here, but once you log in, you'll be able to come in and you'll see this. This one is different from the contemporary issues. This will deal with controversies in history. So some of these may have been settled. Most of them have already been settled, although some controversies continue today. They may just look a little different today than they did in history, but if you wanted to explore a particular controversy in history and take a position on it, this is a great database for looking for ideas for that. So this is the home page, and I'm just really going to focus on showing you how to browse it for looking for ideas. So on the home page, you'll see featured issues, and there are three. The nullification crisis, and it tells you the issue here. You can go right in and read more if you'd like to. The right to vote rather, for women, and the Kennedy assassination. So those are three particular issues that are featured that you could take a look at, but there's many other issues in here. So the way the page is set up, there's a subject index and an era index. The era index is the same as what you see down here. What this is issues that were controversial from the beginnings of the United States history to 1606 would be here, beginnings to 1606, and you could browse through those using this arrow. There are just 5. 1607 to 1760, you'll see there are 11. This is 1 through 4 of 11, and you could browse through that way. Salem witch trials is a very popular topic. You might want to take a look at that. So anyway, so you can also go through the era index this way if you wanted to. You could browse like that. And now when I do that, I actually see it in a grid, which is a little bit easier to look at. So now that I'm in here, again, it's the same eras as we saw on the home page. It's just a different way to look at them. So 1972 to present, contemporary era would be much more recent. So you could get into the Vietnam War. Were we right or wrong there? The feminist movement. The Equal Rights Amendment is something that is still being debated. So some of these are controversies that began in history but still haven't been settled, while others have been settled. So one way is to go by era and then look at the different topics. So the other way is to look by subject. So in this case, if you wanted to look at controversial issues around American Indians, you could go in here and you'll see several different topics dealing with that. The Indian Removal Act, when you had the Trail of Tears. So you can also navigate to the other subjects from here once you get into this menu as well. Religion. So the Salem witch trials again shows up here, the Great Awakening. And you'll see questions. Was this particular Peter Stuyvesant and New Netherland a failure or a success? And you may disagree with what many historians have said after you do the research. So again, a lot of these are open questions. Religious freedom in early America. Should religious and political authority be combined or separated? That's a question that still arises. So again, many of these are issues that have not been 100% settled. So the question will help you frame this in the sense of a controversy. Now let's go into one and just take a look at it. I'll go into Salem witch trials because this is a popular topic. The issue is, are the 1692 witchcraft trials in Salem, Massachusetts motivated by Puritans' belief in witchcraft, or are there other more mundane factors at work? And so they'll give you, each one of these articles will give you certain features. So you'll see this one. There's a little video. Some of them will have videos, many of them will. You'll get an overview of the issue. What are the arguments for the belief in witchcraft, the arguments for the mundane factors, some background information about the issue. Pretty brief, but not too brief. It gives you quite a bit of detail without too much detail. The case for, the case against, a conclusion, and, you know, the fact that the debate continues. So people haven't definitively settled this question. The bibliography is just the bibliography that was used by the authors of this particular report for the database. And then you'll see a timeline. So you have a little bit of historical timeline of the issue, some primary source material, which is very useful for historical research. And then to learn more about the topic, there'll be some websites that have been vetted, as well as some spotlight articles. So this is a quick introduction to browsing issues and controversies in American history. You can also search if there's a certain historical topic you want to search for, but remember, it'll be focused on American history. So that's it.